Hi, my name is Camille Fowler, and this is my Enquiring Minds video. My question that I was given was, why do some black people enjoy calling themselves nigga? I'm going to first start off with a little bit of background. It's pretty much common knowledge. I think everybody kind of knows it, but I'm going to start off with that. The word nigga comes from the word nigger. And unfortunately, the word nigger was used by some white people to refer to black people or people of color in general in a degrading and embarrassing way. The word nigger kind of rooted from the word Negro, which is, I guess, the quote unquote proper scientific word for black people. As time has passed, for some reason, the word has been adopted into the African American culture as a term of endearment, or an insult, I guess, depending on, the context in which it is used. A little bit of my own opinion. I did do research, and I also conducted 2 short interviews, which I'll share more towards the middle of the video, but I just wanted to share a little bit of my personal opinion. Now, in my own personal opinion, now as an adult, do I think that it is okay to use that word? Absolutely not. I'm not sure why people still think it's okay to refer to themselves or family members or whoever as a nigga, considering the history of the word. I know when I was in middle school, I did use the word quite frequently. As you guys know, I'm sure by now from my previous videos, that I did grow up in the inner city. We all know the inner city is predominantly black. And so to hear the word nigga and things like that thrown around casually wasn't uncommon. I would hear it in school, I would hear it on the bus, I would hear it at home while my mom wasn't listening. So it was pretty much second nature. Like I never thought twice when I heard it or would say it. So at one point in my life, I did end up moving to the suburbs. We all know the suburbs. It's predominantly white, which was totally different scene for me. It was like a culture shock. Like, I thought I was in a Twilight Zone. And I don't mean that to be offensive to anyone. It's just I was used to a certain type of surroundings, and I was kind of placed somewhere, and yeah. Anyway, I remember one particular day I was on the bus. It was my first day of school. I was on the bus, and all the kids on the bus were white. And one of the guys came on the bus, and he's like, "What's up, my niggas?" to his friends. Yeah, the same face you have, it was the same face I had when I heard him say it. Because I had never heard anybody that wasn't of color say nigga and didn't mean it in a derogatory way. I've heard people say nigger, but I've never heard a white person say nigga. So I was a little bit taken back by it. And to be perfectly honest, I was pissed off, for lack of a better word. Sorry, teacher. I was upset about it. And I asked him, I said, "Excuse me, what you say?" And he repeated it, but, now looking back, I don't believe that he meant it to be derogatory, but it was different for me to it took on a different meaning coming from his mouth because he was white. Needless to say, at the end of that conversation, I was suspended off the bus for 5 days, and he had a few minor bumps and bruises. Sorry, Mike. Anyway, a little tidbit. He ended up being one of my best friends. Hey, buddy. In school. But I remember coming home from school, and I explained to my mom what happened. Like, as I told you guys in a previous video, I am half white, so my mom is white, Italian. I mean, she's white. And she sat down and she talked to me, and she explained to me, she kind of put some things into perspective. She asked me, like, so do you know why you went off? Like, do you know why you got so upset? And I wasn't, I'm like, well, because he said nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, okay, it's obvious why I got mad. Like, why are we even talking about it? And she said, well, you say it, so why is it okay for you to say it, but it's not okay for someone else to say it? You know what I mean? It doesn't take on a different meaning because someone else says it. You know what I mean? That word its history is so ugly. And, the pain and stuff that runs so deep, with that word, why would you even think it was okay to ever even, for you to use it? You know what I mean? And then you get mad at the next person for using it because of their different color. Anyway, after that 5-hour ordeal with her, it really snapped me back in reality. So as of this point, absolutely not. I don't agree with the use of the word, but I unfortunately still know people who do. I did do a little bit of research, and I came across an article. And let's see, it was from www. I want to make sure I'm quoting it right. www.tolerance.org, and the article is titled "Straight Talk About the N-Word." So I'm going to read a little piece of